Hi everyone, it's Anna with Pink Monarch Prints, and today I'm going to be working with some just fun and creative ways to kind of spruce up a plain old normal ordinary envelope. I'm going to be working with the November subscription kit, and it's a really fun kit because we've included bonus Christmas fussy cuts, so that just by changing out the fussy cut, you can turn this into a Christmas theme. But we've also included just regular fussy cuts so that you can make it not Christmassy. So you can just kind of adapt it. So we wanted to give Christmas to those that wanted it, but also keep it versatile enough that you could use it for other times of year as well. So anyway, I'll put the links down below for that, and let's go ahead and just play and get started. I have 3 different ideas here, so let's just do it. So the first one's going to be really simple. We have all sorts of little tidbits like this. I also have some faux washi tape that you could use for this same effect, but I kind of thought it would be fun to do this. I'm just going to make this as like a little background. So I'm cutting it in half so I can get half of it on each side of the fussy cut that I'm going to be putting on here. And let's go ahead and just glue that down. If it was long enough, I probably would have gone across the whole thing, but this is even better because we're going to turn a fussy cut into its own belly band. And this way, when we tuck our ephemera into our belly band, there won't be anything in here for it to get caught on. So it's kind of nice that we had to cut that. Before I do my fussy cut belly band, this would be a really fun opportunity to do some stamping. So there's a lot of little highlights of red in this kit, so I think I'm going to use red ink, and this is just like a kind of a ledger stamp. I'll show you. A really fun thing you can do is put that lightly down and then randomly kind of press where the ink will get onto that. And that way when you put it down, you're going to have random bits of ink so it doesn't look so perfect, which I like. So let me show you what a fun effect that is, if you can see that. So that's just a fun little extra effect you can add. Now I'm going to put our butterfly down here. This is going to become a belly band, so I only want to glue on these 2 wing tips. Right here and right here. And now we have created an ephemera belly band. Now we're going to do a fun piece of ephemera that's going to also serve as kind of a neutrally background. So I chose this film strip that's included in the kit. I thought that would be a really fun one. If you want, you can add like a little extra tab pull. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It will just maybe make it a little easier to grab that and pull it in and out. And you can kind of pull that in and out. You could journal on the back or even on the front. But that is a fun little front. I'm not going to decorate inside here, but I am going to go ahead and glue our envelope shut. This is an option. You don't have to glue them shut. You can tie string around it. And we're going to do that option later. So I'm going to show you one of those versions as well. If you want something that will keep that envelope shut, it's really simple option is to go ahead and glue that to the bottom portion right here, keeping this part unglued so that that can pop in and out right there. But that'll just help tuck that flap down. All right, so there is one. Oh, that turned out really nice. I like it. There's one simple option. All right, this next one is super similar, but I'm gonna show you the option of not gluing this closed. Now, these have journal cards that go with them in the kit. If you want, you can throw on a little extra decoration or some ribbon or some lace, little tidbit, whatever you want to kind of just make that card a little more fun. Or you can just leave it. But there's a really quick and simple idea. You could grab that ink pad and do a little leftover stamping right there, just for fun. I got red fingers now. All right, so this I'm planning on leaving open, but there's a way that I wanted to just show you, a fun, simple way. You probably have done this, but it's going to be to just put one eyelet, preferably in the center. Ooh. And then you can double wrap or single wrap. I'm going to be single wrapping on this one. This will be really easy. I probably should have cut it longer. I hope it's long enough. Let me double check because I don't want to, oh, it'll be fine. Yep. So I'm just going to tie just a really simple knot right here. You can leave that as long or as short as you want. I'm going to trim off the part that's really frayed. And now the next thing you need is if you want like a charm or a bead, anything that you want to tie at the end of that. I'm going to grab, I have some charms in here. A little key would be cute. There's a good one. Just a nice little key. And I'm gonna put that, hopefully, if it will cooperate, on the end of this little string. There we go. And tie another little knot. I'm just doing the simplest knot you can think of because I don't know any cool Boy Scout knots. And then when I wrap that up, I can tuck my little charm under here and it's going to keep that envelope closed. But now I have just a quick little decoration for the front. You don't even have to do anything here because you already have this fun little extra, but you can also use tiny ephemera to work as a belly band, but from the other direction. So nothing earth shattering, but it is a fun effect that you can add. So I have this tiny piece of ephemera tucked into another ephemera, and then I'm going to put this on as a little pull for it. And just like that, there, straighten it out a little. You have a really cute envelope, and this one, when you open it, all of these flaps open and you can get that journal card out really easily. A nice thing about this method is you can also journal inside that envelope. So there's tons of extra journaling there. If you want, you can even tuck this key on the front side and just let it be dangling this way, depending on how long you cut your string. So lots of fun options and really simple, fun way to spruce up your envelopes. I'm trying to keep those so you can look at them while I'm doing the last one. Okay, this last one is going to be fun because this is something we did using, I'm going to use one of our layered frames that we made in a previous video. So that's going to be fun to kind of see ideas of how to use that. So if you want some extra layering, you can use some of this faux washi tape in the kit. I thought it would just be fun to have a little extra hint of red on this one. This envelope would be another fun one to add some of this ledger. So I'm just randomly pressing down, and then I'm gonna set that on there and just press. I like it random. I love it. Ah, so cute. I'll kind of probably cover most of that, which will be really sad. So I'm gonna get some down in this corner. Maybe some more squares up here. There we go. Really easy. That is one thing about this kit, is it's just kind of a really grungy fun kit. All right, here's one of our layered frames that we've made. So the goal here is to put this down, but create it so that this is a little tuck spot here, and it's going to show in that frame. So when we glue it, we're going to glue everything down except keeping this area unglued so that we can put our thing in that little tuck spot that we're going to create. But really, everything else can get glued down. All right. And you can decide if you want it centered or off-centered. It really will not matter. Oh, I'm so sad to cover that, but we'll see it when we pull our ephemera out. So I think I'm going to center mine. And now remember, I've kept this open so that I can tuck my little ephemera in. I'm going to go ahead and create, well, let's see. Where do I want that to show? Because this will show while it's in there. I think I'd like it to be up higher. So I'm going to put this, attach this up a little higher. Right about there. I should mention I've printed this kit, almost every page, onto a lightweight cardstock. So that's what all of this is made out of, is a lightweight cardstock for easy handling. It keeps it a little stiffer when it's going in and out of pockets. I even print my envelope on cardstock. I know some people don't, and that's okay too. Either way will work. Okay, so there are 3 really fun ways that you can add a little spunk and spice to your envelopes. For a quick bonus, I already made the card that I want to put into this envelope, and it comes with it, so you'll see what it is, but I did again the stamping on there. And this is a tag in the kit, but I've added a few extra things, so I want to give you a rundown so you don't feel like you're lost if you're trying to do the same thing. This is one of the stickers, the coordinating stickers from Dilly Dally. So those come physically, and I can just show you what that one, just these really fun layering frames that I put one on there. And then an ephemera a little bit. I did a little extra stamping here. I had a scrap of paper. It's double-sided printed from another project that we're going to be doing, and this is just a leftover strip that I had from my 8.5 by 11 paper. So I just folded it in half, and it happened to be just barely bigger than my tag, which works for me, so I went with it. Folded that in half, put my tag on. I left one side open for a little ephemera. You could do a few if you wanted. And then I just decorated the inside with a little saying fussy cut, made it cute, did some stamping. And then this is another one of the journal stickers from Dilly Dally, and a little tidbit, and I can show you those. These are really awesome journal card stickers. I really love them. So I just put one of those right on there. Anyway, so that is what is going to go into this envelope, and this one I'm going to go ahead and just seal up like a regular old envelope. So let's go ahead and do that now. Anyway, I just like to try to find some different and creative ways to use envelopes to kind of add something that will make it a little different, a little unexpected. And there are so many bits and pieces in this kit that you're gonna have so many great opportunities to add something that'll make it special. I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down because that's gonna be my tuck for this one. You don't have to just use a circle or a tidbit. You can use a full-on fussy cut. And if you really want to get crazy, you can add, a couple collage pieces just to make it interesting. And don't forget, like, you could do sewing on any of these, inking, stamping, stickers, metal, lace. I mean, just have fun playing. I am really enjoying this stamp today. I hope you are as well. There we go. It just gives it an extra little pizzazz. So there they are, our 3 fun little envelopes. And if you have other ideas, post below or put them in the Facebook group, because I get so inspired by the things you guys put in the Facebook group. I really love to look at what you do. I get some awesome ideas from you guys, and I love that. So anyway, I hope you give it a try, and I hope you have fun with all the envelopes in this kit because there are a lot. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.